Run2Gun is brought to you exclusively by Gun Up the Magazine.
It takes a journey to tame the wild. The one bound by ground and sky, and the one whose boundaries can be found only in the mind. Hitting the target starts with setting your sights on a trophy whose value comes in the journey. When the horizon seems infinite, but your possibilities even greater. An expedition that requires running to the elements, not away. Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.
Welcome to Run2Gun, where hunting and athletics come together. In this week's episode, we're headed up to Groton, South Dakota to hunt over water for ducks. Now this means I have to wear waders, which I have never done before. And let me tell you, it takes a great amount of balance and stability to navigate around these sloughs, and even more balance and stability if you're going to be an accurate shooter. Follow along today as we prepare for this waterfowl hunt. When we come back, we hit up a slough that has nearly 25,000 ducks on it. But first, I take you through one of my core stability routines and get together with Caleb Giddings for some shooting drills to get ready for some fast flying ducks. You're watching Run2Gun. Welcome back to Run2Gun. Core stability stems far beyond doing traditional crunches and sit-ups. There are many exercises that train your core just by maintaining good form. Now this also is important when you're doing Olympic lifts, which we're going to touch on in a later episode. But today, I want to show you 3 different exercises that will train you to have stronger core stability. The first of 3 exercises I have for you today to work on core stability is a kneeling torso twist. Now we only need a cable and our tricep extension rope to do this exercise. So we're going to extend out the rope and we're going to set the pulley up at a shoulder height. Now, we want to keep the leg closest to the machine forward. So we're kneeling down, keeping a nice straight core, 90 degrees in the knees, and the arms need to stay straight. Okay, so the core is tall. I'm twisting around. Notice my arm stays straight and my torso is twisting. Nice and slow back. My shoulders are staying back, squeezing. Now when I come across, I can feel the abs tighten. I'm pulling in my belly button and I'm tightening my abs all the way across. Let's show you my opposite side so you can see it from a different direction. Again, knee closest to the machine, staying tall or staying up. I'm staying nice and tall. Arms fully extended, squeeze the obliques. Nice and slow back. Coming forward. Squeeze the obliques. Now, let's relate that to out in the field. What is this motion like? Well, I'm out in the blind, waiting for the ducks to swing by. Shotgun motion, side to side. Mobility, right? I'm training that mobility to shoot the duck side to side with my shotgun. Let's get into our next exercise. We talked about mobility. Now let's talk about a little strength. Let's build strength to the core. Let's do a side plank. So I'm coming right here, talking about my side planks. My elbow needs to be right underneath my shoulder. Then my hips, my knees, and my heels need to be perfectly in alignment. That way my spine stays nice and straight. So once I'm there, I'm just popping up. I'm squeezing the core, squeezing my glutes tight, and pulling my belly button in. Now I don't want to cave the shoulder forward, and I don't want to lean back. I want to keep everything straight so my spine stays in alignment. Now this is going to build strength. I'm going to do this for maybe 30 seconds. As I get better, 45, 60, 90, I'm going to keep building that strength. So I'm done. That strength is going to correlate me for a long day out on the hunt. So after a long day of all my mobility, my balancing out in the slough, I still stay strong. My core is solid. I'm not going to get fatigued. Let's get into the third and final motion. Now, I'm going to do a single arm kettlebell lunge, overhead kettlebell lunge. So I'm grabbing my kettlebell here. I'm popping back. Now, the overhead, I'm locking the shoulder out. My shoulder needs to stay tight so there's no deviation in the weight. That's going to take strength and balance. Now if it's in my right arm, my left leg is going to lunge out. I'm sitting back into my left glute. Notice a 90-degree angle, and I'm staying tall. This arm is staying locked out. I'm not being lazy with it. Popping out. Now this weight is starting to want to pull me over. That's where I got to shoot this to the ceiling. Pop up. Again, boom. Down slow. Strength. It's pulling me over. The core is staying stable by keeping me upright. Let's show you the opposite side. With the left arm, same form. Straight to the ceiling. Right leg's popping out into the glute. Staying tall. Not letting the weight pull me over. And back up. Last one, and back up. Okay, how does this workout apply to my in the field hunting? Well, let's say I'm carrying my shotgun, or I'm going out to retrieve a duck after I shoot it, and I'm walking across that slough, and I start getting into some uneven mud. I'm sinking in. I start losing my balance, and I feel like a baby giraffe out there. I'm about ready to fall over, but I stay upright because I train that. I train to stay nice and strong. When I'm losing my balance, boom, I can correct myself. I can stay upright, keep myself from getting soaked, keep my waders from filling up with water. So that is the benefits to training your core and having core stability. Now, let's take it out to the range. Caleb Giddings of Gun Up has some shooting drills for us. Well, I am out at the gun range today with Caleb Giddings from Gun Up, and we're getting ready for a big duck hunt here. So I'm gonna be out in a slough, and as you saw in our fitness segment right before this, I worked on my core stability. I wanna be able to maneuver quickly with my shooting, and Caleb's gonna tie all that in for us with actual shooting drills. So Caleb, why don't you tell us what we're gonna be doing today?
Sure. We're gonna take this Weatherby pump shotgun and we're gonna do a real simple transition drill. We've got 2 targets set up at either ends of a long swing. On the go signal, we're gonna bring the gun up, we're gonna shoot the leftmost target, and then we're gonna drive the gun using just our core muscles over to the rightmost target. We're not gonna stop after shooting 2 though. We're then going to swing back to the left target and then back to the right target. So it's gonna be a total of 4 shots. We should be able to get this done in less than 4 seconds. You can shoot this drill standing up, seated, on one knee. The real key to remember is you're not pushing the gun with your hands. That's going to make it unstable. You want to drive it with your upper body.
Okay. Hey, so that ties in perfectly with waterfowl hunting, with upland game hunting.
Absolutely.
Exactly what we're doing this year. So hey, why don't we get this started?
Great.
That is exactly what we're trying to do. I mean, you could see that his core was just turning. It was all core, no arms. I mean, that's what we're trying to show you here with our workouts. So how fast was that?
Looks like I got a 288 on that one. So 4 shots in less than 3 seconds. It's a real tough exercise. You got to really drive that gun back and forth.
If I can learn to do that in 2.8 seconds, I think the duck should be worried. So hey,
right on.
Awesome, man. When we return, it's time to make our way to the water, start throwing out some decoys, and putting some steel through our shotguns. All right, you're watching Run2Gun TV. We're up by Groton, South Dakota this week, and right now, I'm up here with 3 of my buddies. We got Jordan Hintz behind the camera, Krell, and Adam's coming with a bunch more gear, setting up an awesome duck spread today. There's a lot of ducks flying around. We're open for a good couple of days. We got the decoys thrown out, and right away, the action started. I don't know if you saw that, but I haven't shot this shotgun in like 2 years. I don't know, these guys told me that it was a little challenging shooting these ducks, but this isn't too hard. This is easy, guys. Shoot it. Wait at him. Man, talk about a beautiful bird. And this slough is just loaded with, there's greenheads just circling, circling, circling. I don't know how many greenheads you think are around this right now.
About 40.
It's gonna be a good weekend. Not easy walking out there.
Right on the ground, right?
Yep.
Good to get up the highway. Nice turn.
This nice redhead landed only like 15 or 20 yards out in front of us. We were trying to get it up off the water before we took a shot, and of course it jumps up. It's a beautiful duck, and worst miss of the weekend. Deep burgundy.
Straight out, man. So there we go, this moment here. You on him? Got him. Shoot him.
Work, man.
On the left. You on it? Yep. Shoot him.
Kill him.
Look at this here duck here. You see the size of this here duck? This is one of them that Thanksgiving turkey ducks. Call this a turkey duck right here.
Shoot him.
Afternoon of November 1st is in the books. We knocked them out. We did pretty good today for first day back in here. Just hunted this nice little slough. Ducks just kept circling, coming right into the decoys, but we're gonna come right back in the morning and get after it. Talk about some exciting first day action. When we return, day 2 brings us up close and personal to some more fast flying greenheads. Run2Gun is brought to you exclusively by Gun Up the Magazine. Mud Mile Communications. The Lodge at Deadwood. Max Muscle Sports Nutrition. Fitness 19 Sioux Falls, where you can afford to get fit. Range Country, Murdo, South Dakota. Fellowship of Christian Sportsmen's Plus. DoGooders.com, where we do dog poo. Forte Bluetooth speakers. You can learn more at fortespeakers.com. It's November the 2nd. We're up by Groton, South Dakota. And if you listen pretty quietly, we got about 20,000 ducks behind us on this big slough. We hit it last night, got about 11 off of it. We're hoping to do a little better than that today. We can shoot up to 24 with us guys this morning. So we're hoping to have a good day. Stick with us. You're watching Run2Gun TV. Looks like we're gonna be breaking through a little bit of ice this morning. Hope you had those legs woke up. Trekking through this muck is not easy. It is not easy. I mean, you better be in shape. It's tough. It is not deceiving. You think it's gonna be not being out here in the water, but I mean, you're trekking around in this mud. I about ate it. I was like a baby giraffe in this yesterday for the first hour, and started to acclimate a little bit, but it doesn't make it any easier. My legs are a little sore this morning, and it's not gonna get any better today. So don't overlook a watered hunt. Don't stand long in the mud either. Talk about an awesome morning out here, but I'm not gonna stress enough that if you're gonna hunt water, be in shape. We waded across this whole thing here, and man, you get about halfway through and you want to take a break, but if you stop, your feet get stuck and you sink into the mud. So you just gotta keep pushing, and man, you're burning by the time you get across. That was pretty long little wade, but heart rate was up, legs were burning. So leg day part 2 here today on our second duck hunt. Quick shot. Nice quick shot. Let's kill some ducks. Let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hey, look at this little critter. Look at that little critter.
I can't see.
Little fast flying teal.
Little teal.
Dude, if the teal comes in,
look at that. Look at that.
Cut him.
Him down.
Knocked down the 2 that came in. 1 got back up, and Matt smoked him pretty quick right off. It was a nice shot. What's the temperature out, Matt? About 30 degrees, 28 this morning?
Yep. 28, 30 degrees. Nice cool early November day.
Yeah, normally we're in the deer stand, but heading up the pond today. We actually got to play cleanup off each other there. I knocked one down, got back up. He shot at another one, and he cleaned up the one that got back up, and I cleaned up the one he hit as well. So kind of tag team these babies.
Hey guys, you want to shoot that duck out front that you're not paying attention to?
Yeah, no, I see him. What is that?
Oh, it's a
merganser.
It's a merganser, and you guys don't have your gun.
It's a, all right,
guys,
it's a hen.
guys, who cares? It's a merganser. They're rare. I'm on him if you can kill him. I'm on him if you can get him.
Here we go. Hanson, you on these? You on these teal?
Yep.
Got a green head.
Nice shot, man.
I think we should swing.
Nice shot. Whose idea was it not to bring a dog? Oh well, we got leg day part 2 in today for sure. A little bit of cardio.
That guy,
Nice. That last duck just came out of nowhere. We had our equipment off. He just said his wings came right over just 10 yards right in front of us, and Krell just laid him out, but he's not gonna be a pretty one to take a picture of, that's for sure. Krell, stone face. It's just a killer, duck killer.
On him. On him. On him.
We just got off the water. We shot our 4-man limit this morning of mallards, and we shot another 11 last night. Talk about a good day and a half up here in northeastern South Dakota. And this was my first ever on the water duck hunt, and it was a new challenge for me. I'm glad I trained my legs and my core, because it took so much core stability and leg strength to be walking through that slough in the mud. So if you want more on how to train for a waterfowl hunt, jump on over to Run2Gun.com. The next time you're gonna see us waterfowl hunting, we're gonna be in central South Dakota taking down some geese. I am so glad I trained my core for that hunt, but even then, walking back and forth across that slough was not easy. I'm definitely gonna train harder before doing another hunt like that. Make sure to join us next week as my cameraman Younger Cramey and I are doing some circuit training in preparation for a big West River whitetail hunt.
Because in each of us lives a hunter, and in every hunter, an athlete. Run2Gun.